What is happening, everybody? Thank you for hanging out. This is In Other News. I am your host, Mike Russell, and getting us rocking and rolling on the gram right now. Hopefully, let's see if we can make sure that this all goes according to plan. There's a lag, and if you missed the last show, there is a reason why. We found out why we have the glitch that we have been having. I'm going to make sure that is straight. Thank you very much. The glitch that we've been having is a dongle issue. And it's okay. It's a dongle issue. It's okay. You got to go have your dongle checked every now and again. I'm turning 50, so I guess we have to have our dongles checked. Dongle check I got from Amazon. Thought it had some good reviews and is just absolutely letting me down in every way, shape, fashion, or form. So we are a new one is ordered, and away we roll and off to the races. Let's get into this spending package that is absolutely absurd. That is all we need to have is a clean resolution, continuing resolution, just keep the thing funded for another 3 months, till everyone gets back and the dust is settled, and we just get everything goes along as normal. That's what a continuing resolution should be. A continuing resolution in government should be everything moves status quo. We're not adding new stuff. We are going to move everything just forward as is. Do you really think that's the case? Do you think that's the case in any way, shape, fashion, or form? I'm going to tell you right now that it is not. This is one of the most obnoxious bills that you're ever going to see. And I'm going to try to not have this thing play. I gotta mute this thing here, okay? And I'm going to just first show you a picture of it. This is the bill right here. That's the bill. That is the bill. So this monstrosity, this 1,500 page plus monstrosity is supposed to be voted on by everyone, and it's supposed to be voted on by everyone that didn't read it. This has the biggest amounts of garbage in it that you could possibly imagine. There's so much pork nonsense in here. This is just to keep the government open, right? Just to keep the government open. Now, if you ask somebody as unintelligent as Whoopi Goldberg, if you ask her exactly what's going on and why we're why we're having trouble getting this CR/Omnibus, listen to this.
See barrels towards yet another government shutdown.
Yeah, no one cares, by the way. Just so we're very clear as I stop her there, no one cares about a government shutdown. No one. Fine, shut it down. You know what happened every single time the government is shut down prior to this? Nothing, zero. Everything's fine. Everything went according to plan. Even the people that I actually knew a guy whose brother is a attorney for the Pentagon. He was shut down, and the 2 weeks that he was out, he got back pay when he got back. He got paid. It's all good. Don't government shut down. That's fine. Shut it down.
A bipartisan bill to keep the lights on.
Yeah, bipartisan. That's all it is, to keep the lights on. Right, says Whoopi. It's just to keep the lights on. Yeah.
Was scrapped.
Was scrapped. Okay, now we're going to get back to Whoopi in just a minute here, but I want to tell you why it was scrapped. Again, I want you to take a look at this. That's the bill. That's the bill itself. Just a continuing resolution, just keep the government open, keep the lights on, right? That's a 1,500 pages to keep the lights on. Might sound it might sound okay in some circles because it's Washington, right? Let's take a look at what is in this absolute nonsense. All right, here we go. This is what is in the bill. I'm trying to find the actual. Oh, no, sorry. That was Brian Stelter. I do not want Brian Stelter. We will get to him in just a minute. Let me see if I can get to. I apologize. See, we find it. Got to put the glasses on. You know, when I put the glasses on, you know I'm meaning business. Here we go. Found it. All right, let's get to it. The bill. Part of this bill in let's see, Title 12, the Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration, Emergency Relief Program, $8 billion remaining available and are going to be spent in the following ways. Respond to damage caused by the cargo ship Dolly to the Francis Scott Key Bridge, including reconstruction of that bridge as it approaches, shall be 100%. So part of this bill that you're seeing right here, part of this bill, that is actually funding a bridge that was knocked over by a private ship that's insurance should pay for that. And we're paying for it in full. Just get it through. We're going to pay for it in full. Remember how shady that was in every single way, how shady that was? And now in the same area, we're having drones and all that stuff. Remember how shady, and Biden came out immediately and said, we're going to pay for it. The hell we are. No way we're paying for it. Let's continue with the hilarity that is entangled in this as well. The continuing resolution, Omnibus, hands over federal land free of charge to Washington, D.C. Are you ready for this? I'm not kidding, guys. You can't make this up. Washington, D.C. to erect a new football stadium for the Redskins. Oh, I'm sorry. The Comanches, what are they? Yeah, that's it. RFK Memorial Stadium campus to the District of Columbia. They get a new football stadium. If you think I'm kidding, I'm not. In this, there's literally a football stadium and a new bridge that a private entity knocked over. We'll continue. I'm not kidding. Festivals and stadium concerts have apparently found their way into Congress, with the American Music Tourism Act being tucked into this. The American Music Tourism. I don't even know what the hell all this is. Identify locations in the United States to improve music and accessibility to. Oh, shut up. Okay, that's obviously a priority. Just keep the lights on, Whoopi Goldberg says, right? Just to keep the lights on. There we go. The CR expands the Pandemic and All Hazards Preparedness Act to include funding for gain-of-function research, more unchecked emergency powers, vaccine and mask mandates, and vaccine passports. Right here, let's see here, section 625, so you know I'm not BSing you. Strategic National Stockpile and Material Threats. 626, Medical Countermeasures for Viral Threats with Pandemic Potential. 627, Public Health Emergency Medical Countermeasures. I think that says enterprise-wide. Military and Civilian Partnership for Trauma Readiness. That's all. You just keep the lights on, right? Just keep the lights on. Oh, my God. How about this? Haiti. Extension of special rules for Haiti under Caribbean Basin Economic Recovery Act. Another $1 billion going over there. Yes, that's just a sampling of what we're seeing. Just a sampling. So here we go. Whoopi Goldberg, back to it.
It has a lot of folks asking, who is in charge? Because I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
Yes, you have. Preach, girl.
Saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right.
Okay. You are quite literally a moron. Joseph Robinette Biden and Kamala, whatever the hell her name is, Harris, are the president and vice president of the United States of America and leaders of the free world. Donald John Trump has zero power. Elon Musk has even less power. And they're telling, what's JD doing? Well, actually, JD was on the Hill today talking to Speaker Johnson. So this is how stupid. This is the lowest form of IQ on television to view. It truly, truly is. This is embarrassing.
He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
These people are idiots. Again, he's not a natural born citizen. Cheese and rice. Elon Musk cannot be the president of the United States. Therefore, he cannot be the vice president of the United States. He can't be the... God, they are dumb. They are absolutely... They're functioning special needs kids.
Hey, you know who? Stay away from the stairways. Because, people put the leg out to trip you going down the stairs. Watch out. But it kind of seems like maybe he is the president because he got a promotion of some sort that none of us knew about.
Didn't get any kind of promotion. He was appointed as an advisor to the president of the United States, a czar, so to speak. And thanks to W and Obama, we have czars. These are people that wouldn't get, and I don't understand why the world's most successful human, the galaxy's most successful human, wouldn't be immediately just run into any kind of position of advising the president of the United States. Why? Elon Musk can be the president of the United States if he was a natural-born citizen. He's not, but he has the qualifications to be the president. He's probably the most qualified to be the president of the United States. Period. These people are so mad at this guy. So mad. Why? Why are they mad? Why are they mad at old Elon? Because he bought their favorite toy and he let everyone play with it. That's it. That's the only reason why they're mad at Elon Musk. Because he bought their favorite toy and let them play. What an absolute idiot that woman is. I'm sorry. An absolute idiot. Scheduling note, Alfred, thank you very much. Ruining Christmas. Actually, the dock strike, Alfred, we can talk about that real quick before we get to programming notes. The docks workers, the longshoremen, the East Coast, they're scheduled to ramp their strike back up on January 21st. It's a shakedown of shakedowns. It just is what it is. Let's get to the programming note. This is an abbreviated show. We are not going to have a show tomorrow. We will be back on Monday, kicking you off for the Christmas break, and then we'll be back right after Christmas. So I got way behind. Friday's just going to be what Friday's going to be, and I'm not going to be able to do a show. So that's a little programming note for you. But let's get to someone who I think actually, let's stay on. Should we just stay on Elon Musk? I want to stay on Elon Musk, actually. Before we get over to Dan Crenshaw, let's stay on Elon Musk. Here is another group of morons talking about Elon Musk. Here we go.
On television, on cable news about things being unprecedented. Sometimes maybe we're not quite right. In this case, we are right. Yes. Jim, this is unprecedented. This is the world's wealthiest man, a business tycoon, now at the hand of Donald Trump.
Why, again, is that bad? I'm not understanding. Would you rather have some trans dude that steals luggage from airports? Is that what you would rather have because he's not the richest man in the world? I mean, I'm asking for a friend, asking for all of my friends, 335 million of us, we the people. Why in the hell is it a bad thing that the most successful human in the galaxy is sitting at the side of the president of the United States? Why is that bad? Somebody tell me why that's bad. I'm damn near begging you to tell me why that's bad. You might not like that he bought Twitter. You might not like that a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, and they quite literally are going to be losing their jobs because they're non-essential employees, and they're paid for by our tax dollars plus $3 trillion a year. Understand the IRS brings in roughly $4 trillion a year. We spend $7 trillion. And again, if a trillion was a second, if a dollar was a second, every keep going, $1, $2, $3, every second, it would take me over 32,000 years to get to a trillion. That's how much a trillion is. We spend 3 of those. So 100,000 years it would take just to spend $1 per second every dollar we're spending over our current budget of $4 trillion. Unbelievable. Absolutely blinding that we can do that. And then we have a guy said, I'm going to come fix that. Just like he did at Twitter. No. We can have none of that. Let's get back to Twinkle Toes here and Stelter.
We know, for example, last night at Mar-a-Lago, Musk is sitting right there at the table with Trump and Jeff Bezos. He really is.
Yes, the 2 wealthiest men in the world sitting next to another billionaire. There's a shocker, guys. Really tough one to swallow.
Best buddy in chief. And that's why this deserves a lot of scrutiny. So much of what Musk was posting on X yesterday about this spending bill was either misleading or outright false. He was referring to this bill being criminal. It's literally a legal piece of paper that he's calling.
Okay, he's calling it criminal. Like, oh, spending like this is criminal. Oh, my God. You can't even be facetious on. You can't even. God, these guys. Oh, he said it's criminal. That's misinformation.
Criminal. Right. There's a lot of misinformation that Musk is spreading about the spending bill. No. I think that's a big part of the story here.
What I just read you, by the way, was actually from the bill. This one right here. That bill. That's the one. That's the one.
I was going to get to that too, Brian. I mean, Musk did lead this campaign, sustained campaign, to tank the bill, posting more than 100 tweets or X's or whatever we call them these days. Most of them,
100 whole tweets, huh?
Many of them featured false and misleading statements. I mean,
not true.
He was talking about how there was insinuating there was funding for a new stadium deal for the Commanders here in Washington. That's not exactly the case.
Literally, there is. What? Literally, just read the section that it is from. Yes, 100%. There is I just read you the actual section and page number that's on. And talk about criminal. These criminals are sitting here smirking. Oh, that's not entirely true. Yeah, it's not really a stadium. We just call it an athletic arena. Yeah, it's not a stadium. Ass.
And so on.
And so on. That's like Pelosi and the rest. Ugh.
It oftentimes seems that Musk is learning about how government works for the first time.
Is he in front of a shower curtain? Can someone help me out with that? Is he in front of a shower curtain? Oh. How far he has fallen.
And there is value in having an outsider's point of view. Lord knows when you have newly elected lawmakers come to Washington, they come with new and fresh and innovative ideas. That is a part of what makes government better. But Musk, this unelected figure who has this enormous amount of power, it sometimes seems as if he's just starting to learn how the government functions. And as a result, some of his X posts are completely false. And by the way, it's not just me saying it. Representative Dan Crenshaw, a Republican lawmaker.
Dan Crenshaw. We'll get to Dan in a second. Thank you, Brian, for that fantastic segue.
Tweeted to Musk last night and said, I love you, Elon, but you need to take 5 seconds to check your sources before highlighting bottom feeders looking for clicks.
Okay, I quite literally am going. And by the way, people looking for clicks is the man's business model. So A, shut up. B, I'm gonna read to you what Dan actually sent out last night too at 11:38 last night. I'll show you.
Musk likes to post anonymous accounts that are spreading misinformation. And let's recognize, a lot of people have benefited from Musk. The Tesla stock has been on a tear lately. Lots of CEOs going to Mar-a-Lago. They're probably jealous of Musk right now, both because of his relationship to Trump.
These little sewing circles, these little like, cackling hens. Oh, and you know what? CEOs have been going to Mar-a-Lago, and I bet they're jealous of Elon Musk. The hell? I'm done. I there's a lot more to that. I'm done. I'm removing it right now. That's absolutely absurd. What a bunch of idiots. Holy mackerel. All right, let's keep it going here. Let's get over to Dan Crenshaw. Dan Crenshaw was the Republican darling, the Navy SEAL that lost an eye in combat. Is going to G.I. Joe, going to save Congress, save the United States. He was going to make America great again. He's making his bank account great again, and he is a hothead and a complete ass. And he is the most flagrant violation of the First Amendment I have ever seen. Like, arrest him. Quite literally the biggest, most flagrant violation of the First Amendment that I have seen in my 20 years of doing this. Let me remind you, by the way, who he is. This is the guy when he was asked about insider trading. The guy has enriched himself millions on top of, I think, $15 million since he has become a congressman. $15 million. That's pretty interesting on a $170,000 salary, huh? Yeah, $15 million. But he was asked about it. If you remember this, I'll replay this for you.
A ban on Congress members trading stocks?
Yeah, I mean, this is like number 1,000 on my priority list of things to care about. This is one of those stupid things that I've been dragged through the mud on. You know how much fucking money I've ever had in the stock market? About $20,000. And
I've been $15 million on
this.
Dumbass.
It's like there's some insider
trading. You have $15 million.
I just sent a letter to Fox News, a threatening letter from my lawyers, threatening them with defamation because Jesse Waters had basically insinuated that I was insider trading.
You are.
Of course, it's not true. You'd be more surprised how much little information we have. This is one of those bills that, like, of course, yeah, people support it. Yeah, sure, okay. Who cares? Because I don't have any. I barely have anything in the market anyway. There are a couple cases like wherein Nancy Pelosi has some very suspicious timing of her trades? Yeah, that has happened. But nobody else can point any other examples out.
Oh, we can't?
So sure, yeah, why not?
I
Don't
can.
let us trade stocks. How about we'll just keep whipping ourselves. How about we don't make any money either? How about like just cut our paychecks? We haven't gotten a pay raise since 2008, even a COLA increase. So, yeah, no, actually, no, yeah, this is a great idea. Let's make Congress a place where only the millionaires can actually afford to do the job.
Oh my God, you're the worst, dude. Seriously, you're the worst. I'm sorry. I've already said thank you for your service. I'm done with that crap. I'm done with it. Okay, so how do you account for an increase in income without financial aid? That's right. $15 million. It's a hell of a lot of money. I mean, Nancy Pelosi, 150. I mean, she's 10 times that. So now I want to get to this. Not only is this guy just an arrogant piece of garbage. And again, I've thanked him for his service. I'm done with that. Just because you've served does not mean you can be an asshat. I'm sorry. It doesn't give you here's what it does. It gives you free college. It gives you lifelong health benefits. It gives you a pension. It gives you ability to collect disability. It gives you everything you need. That guy's on disability, but he had his eye shot out. Okay, cool. Or whatever the hell happened. Thank you. Bye. That's it. I'm not going to smooch your booty anymore. I didn't force you to join the SEALs. I didn't. You did. Your choice. And you did great things. Great job. High five. You did exactly what you were trained to do. Awesome. That doesn't mean you get to be an absolute asshat when you get back. It does not. No. Oh, we can't rip on because he's a war hero. Nope. I thanked him. He's got his medals. He's got his pension. He's got it all. And now he's on Congress insider trading. Here he is doing now, violating the First Amendment. Here's why it's a violation of the First Amendment. A tweet that he replied to someone that was accusing him of insider trading, accusing him of getting the the pay raise for politicians. This is his response, you guys. This is his response. And if I can't read it on the screen, because this kind of came out a little bit wonky, okay? I'm going to read it for you off screen if you don't mind. So here we go. And I will, this is from his account. Dan Crenshaw, Texas is his account. I'm going to move this over here so I can read it, okay? I'm not going to say the words because I'm not going to, it's too foul laden, all right? What the blank did you just blanking say to me, you little B? Right? I'll have you know, I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I'm the top sniper in the entire U.S. Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another target. Okay, right there, we've now violated the First Amendment. First Amendment is you can say what you want to say without the government retaliating. He is the government. I will wipe you the blank out with precision, the likes of which has never been seen before on earth. Mark my blanking words. If you think you can get away with saying that blank to me over the internet, think again, blanker. As we speak, I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now, so you can be better prepared for the storm, you maggot. It goes on and 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 on. On and on. This is a flagrant violation of the First Amendment. This is somebody saying, petitioning their government. You don't have to be nice when you petition your government. Okay, that's a God-given right as well. You don't have to. But to be retaliated and threatened like this, Rhonda, this is Dan Crenshaw's response to a someone who called him out for insider trading and trying to get Congress a raise. That was the most egregious, flagrant threat. I mean, he threatened someone's life, which is illegal, And he's a member of the government. He's a representative of the United States government. Yeah. Unbelievable. Threats from a government official. Exactly. That is a violation of the First Amendment. He said, you said this. You can't say this about me on the internet. The hell he can. She can't, whoever the hell he's responding to. Hell yeah, they can say that. That's what they're supposed to can do. That's what the First Amendment is. So that is my my issue with Dan Crenshaw. I hope the guy never. I mean, he's fine. He's a multi-millionaire because he's scamming with insider trading. So whatever. If he wants to send his SEAL team or his spies to my IP address, fine. Bring it, kid. Bring it. You want to graduate from threatening people to murder? What a bozo. An absolute bozo. This guy's got to be gone. Here's a couple of funny things. And then a quick decompression session. And then, like I said, we've got this abbreviated show. So we've got to get out of here, skosh early. And let's do this. Governor Hochul, who I actually thought early on, I thought Governor, she's kind of a straight shooter. I was like, okay, she's taking over for Cuomo. And I think she was in the wings leading that whole ousting, which was a proper ousting. I mean, the guy needs to get absolutely rung up for his role in COVID. And I hope he does when Don shows up. Because the guy lied about deaths in retirement homes and medical facilities and to help his stats. Terroristic threats. I don't doubt that at all. Absolutely. Kathy Hochul is a standard politician right out of Central Casting, and she's not alone in this. I'm not trying to say that she's the only one that does this, because she's not. Republicans and Democrats both do this. And I hate hearing stats now. If you hear stats, you need to dig. You need to dig. She's telling me that crime is down in the subways in New York. She's saying crime is down. Everyone that has been on a subway knows that is not the truth. Knows it is so much worse. But she said crime is down, ready for this? Post-pandemic. Crime is down post-pandemic. So if you start the counting, you start the counting of your stat at a certain time, you can make it look any way you want. But God bless it. I'm telling you, I don't know if this is the Trump effect. I have no idea what this is, but the media is starting to get it, except CNN, they're idiots. But the media is starting to get it. They're starting to understand this. And here's what they're understanding. They're understanding that we are being lied to. They're complicit in these lies, and they're going to lose their job. They're going bye-bye. When Elon Musk is talking about he's the new media, the X is the new media, that people that tweet on X and people are on Facebook and Meta and people are on Instagram and all that. We are the new media, period. We truly are. So here's a reporter getting after Hochul the way media should if they want to save their job.
Things with statistics, and I see the percentage that crime is down 42% since 2021.
She's very excited about that. That's right. That's right. Crime is down since 2021. Check us out. Woo-hoo-hoo.
But if you look back to pre-pandemic, and I know you like to say that overall crime is down 12% since the pandemic, but murders are up 200%. Felony assault is up 55%.
Crap.
And burglary is up 140%. So are you saying that this is progress?
Are you talking about statewide?
Yeah, talking about statewide or what? I mean, come on. We're a pretty big state here. I mean, what are you talking about?
No, crime in the transit system.
Just in the subways alone, woman. You ready for this? This is the best politician answer ever. Listen to this.
I'm sorry, Governor. Yes, crime in the subway system.
Okay. You want to answer that?
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and defer. That actually makes her probably a solid leader. So I'm just going to go ahead and delegate this. You got this, kid? All right, jump on in here. You got this? Yeah, because I'm not going to say. No way in hell she's going to be in a microphone, on camera, on record, knowing that. What we have seen over this administration is one of the most propagandist administrations in history, period. Don't get me wrong. Donald Trump is a propagandist. That dude will say, I'm the greatest and biggest and all that stuff. So this was, I don't know the subway statewide. I really don't know about the subway system, Alfred. Anyway, but this has been the most propagandizing administration in history. And Barack Obama paved the way for that when he eliminated the Smith-Mundt Act. I mean, the Smith-Mundt Act said we can't propagandize our We the People. He's like, oh, yeah, we can. I want to lie through my teeth. I got a chef to kill. I mean, I got a great chef. Anyway, the crime here, essentially, not a legal crime, Brian Stelter, don't get excited about it. But where the nefariousness is that historic, once in a lifetime, never been seen before. Stats are down. When they say inflation is down 5%, your prices went up 100%. They dropped 1 month down 5%. And that's only just the rate of the prices. Dropped down 5% from 20 and became 15. So your prices are still increasing at 15. They tell you inflation's down 5%. We cut inflation by 5% or 15% or whatever the hell it was. It's BS. Obama started this when he doubled the deficit, and then he cut that doubling in half. So net, it is raised. He increased it 25%, but he got to say, I cut the deficit in half. Cut it in half. I increased it. Then I cut it. No, you didn't, sir. You cut half of your increase and said you cut the deficit in half. He also said he ran a scandal-free administration. This is one of my favorite. Cute. Yeah. But to get called out like that. So what if Barack Obama got called out like that? Who was Barack's press secretary? Who was Barack Obama's press secretary? Let me see. Oh, the Jay Carney. Remember him and Robert Gibbs? Josh Earnest. Oh, the trio of ass hattery. Oh, my gosh. But no one had asked that. They say, didn't you cut the deficit in half, but that you only cut the part that you increased? You doubled the deficit. Then you cut that increase in half. No one asks that question. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yes, he created more jobs. Yeah, sure did. I created all of them. Created all 15 million jobs. 15 million. 15 million jobs. Not a joke. Not a joke. Like my pappy always said. The New York is becoming a world dump. This, yeah. I got to tell you that, Alfred, I've been to Manhattan 3 times. Yeah. I spent a month there one weekend, and it is hell. It is never a place I want to go back. Like, it's funny. Rob and I would always argue about that because he loves Manhattan. He thinks it's the greatest place in the world. He's just big thinking, big this and big. He gets all inspired by it. I think it's hell. I do. I really, really do. Hey, we have some breaking news, and then we got a little quick decompression session, German, Scotch, Irish style. So here we go. CNN's losing their mind. CNN is losing their mind because of this breaking news. It kills them to say this. But here we go.
Hour with breaking news just into CNN. The Georgia prosecutor leading the state's election interference case.
Big Fanny.
Against President-elect Donald Trump is now disqualified. CNN's Caitlin Polantz is here with more. Caitlin, what can you tell us about this? This is just coming in.
Oh, and this beaut. She is fantastic. She is every kind of not qualified for her job. She's just the best. I love it. Come on.
In the last several minutes, this is a big development.
A big development, and a big development that Donald Trump has wanted for a long time. That case against him in Georgia, the criminal case, where it's accusing him and several others of a racketeering conspiracy related to the 2020 election. It's already been paused. Now it's not even backburnered. This is a case that will be dead in the water.
Adios.
Because the Georgia Court of Appeals is now saying that Fani Willis, the leader of the prosecution against Donald Trump, the district attorney in Fulton County, Georgia, she should be disqualified from being able to bring that case. The Georgia Court of Appeals is saying that it's a significant appearance of impropriety caused by
appearance, literally caught lying, perjuring herself on the witness stand. Are you bleeping kidding me?
The conduct of a public prosecutor. That is Willis, how she behaved, how she was speaking about the case, about Trump publicly, about how she was having a relationship with the top prosecutor that was concealed in this, a man named...
It's a legal affair.
Nathan Wade. All of that, previously, the trial level judge had looked at and said, Fani Willis can stay on this case. We're not dismissing the indictment. But the Court of Appeals is now taking another look and saying, no, the trial judge was wrong. Fani Willis should be disqualified from continuing to lead this case. It would be a long process, or it will be a long process, to replace her, which is why I say this case is dead in the water now without Fani Willis, the person who was leading this case against Donald Trump in Fulton County. And just to keep tabs on how many cases there are against Donald Trump criminally, the other two in federal court, January 6th, and classified documents, those are dismissed. And then the additional case in New York City, where he was set to be sentenced, that sentencing is now not happening. So as Donald Trump enters the presidency, each of these courts that is handling a criminal case is essentially removing that issue from him to have to deal with in any period of time in the near future.
Oh, my God. It's so funny. It's all just falling apart. It is all it just dissolved right in front of them. God, all of that lawfare and all that stupidity and the coverage and the booking and all of this, the mugshot. I think the best meme I've seen in a hot minute was how it started and how it's going. It has this mugshot, and then he's the cover of Time as the president-elect. Oh my Lord. And you got to understand, this is all their fault. All of this is their fault. Which makes me consider the thought, maybe consider the idea that this was never meant to get him. Really. He has been unburdened by what's I get it, kid. Yes, he has been unburdened by what has been. Don't let anybody take it away from you, Donnie. The fun here is that this is their fault. And when I say their fault, I'm talking about the DNC and the deep state that put all of this in. This is all a bunch of crap. The top secret documents, it was all staged. It was all a bunch of BS. Middle of the night, they wait till the sun goes down, so all the lights in front of Mar-a-Lago, it's all a show. It's all a show. Literally all they had to do to get any of those documents is call the Secret Service. Secret Service would have said, here you go. There you go. We know there were, And they went there and they said, hey, can you put another lock on this room? They were okay with it until they decided to go after him. Lights and sirens and oh my good Lord. They picked the biggest idiots. I'm even talking about all of them. The women of The View could have done all of this better than Big Fani Willis, that D.A. Bragg, that Letitia James, what's that weird guy's name that wears the space, the weird pseudo-futuristic bad guy Bond suits? They picked idiots. They literally picked idiots to go after Donald Trump. People that couldn't people that were on the take, people that were using their funds for all of this for their own personal gain, lying under oath. They picked the dumbest of the dumb. So it lends maybe even the thought, maybe this wasn't supposed to happen. We were just trying to stick and move, because they understand if they actually lock a president up or a former president up, this whole thing comes down. So they chose the dumbest people to run this, the most unsympathetic people to run this, just so they can have the headline, Donald Trump in court today, Donald Trump in his criminal case today. Look at all of them, every single one of them. E. Jean Carroll. Everyone looks at E. Jean Carroll and goes, I promise you Donald Trump did not even hit on you. The dude doesn't drink. There's not, even if he did, there's not enough alcohol to be like, oh yeah. Oh. But it's because all of them are these unsympathetic characters, and they don't know how to do their job. They're inept. They're absolutely terrible at what they do. I think it's funny. I think it's something that should be studied in political history. The absolute clown show that the Democrats put on trying to take Donald Trump out legally. One of my favorite parts of the whole years of all this lawfare was Donald Trump again using the legal system to postpone another trial. Yeah. He's outplaying you in every way. I mean, I understand he's got some very good looking and some very inept legal team. He really does. There's people on his legal team that just shouldn't open their mouth at all. Trump just doesn't pick them right. But those that he has picked and is sticking around, I think it's really good. I mean, yeah, I think Pam Bondi was part of the impeachment defense, wasn't she? Yeah. Now going to be the damn Attorney General of the United States of America. I think it's pretty rad. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. How about this? And I know, I'm sorry, guys. I will get right back with you on Monday. Things just got a little sideways, but we will have a go show. FAFO Friday will be pre-recorded, and we will have that. But this kind of show doesn't really lend to the pre-record because, we got to figure out what's going on. Let's see. What about overcharging of a misdemeanor into a felony? Oh, yeah. Even the E. Jean Carroll case, New York changed the law so they could go after him. You are allowed to use the courts, Len. Hell yeah. But they were so shocked by it. Oh, Donald Trump is doing this again. Yeah. Again, because he's out playing you. I absolutely love, 100% love my roots, my German, Scotch, Irish roots. I do. I'm proud of them. I love my family. I'm learning more about that with that dumb, okay, fine, I sold my DNA. I don't care. The 23andMe thing, I've learned, I've connected with family. It's pretty cool. Queen Bee and I thought for a long time, we even had dart jerseys. We could play darts until we watched the World Series of Darts. Oh, so hold on. Okay, hold on a second here. All right, Brendan, you got a big one there. I often feel like don't. Thank God Grizz isn't here to hear me say what I just said. I often feel like getting into politics would be an easy way to get rich quick. Oh, yeah. So I still don't think I could deal with the slime. It's true. Grimy and depraved, trying to be starring adult movies. Adult movies. I love that. I'm an adult film actress. Really a lot of acting going on there. I know, Michael, I said it. I know. So why are you gone tomorrow? Tomorrow I explained this a little earlier. I know you had an appointment, but there is a lot of pressing things that need to get done before Monday. And a lot of things that are already locked up this weekend. So I just got to. I have to let go of the rope just one time and then get a bunch of other things handled. I have no idea. I usually laugh at people that are still Christmas shopping. I laugh at people like, what, did it sneak up on you? I started all my preparations for Christmas festivities last month. And I out of nowhere, I'm like, what do you mean it's Tuesday? What are you talking about? So anyway, that's where I'm going to be. And I just didn't want to pre-record a show that, something happens and it just sounds like, it's not live like we're doing all this stuff now. So that's it. That's the reason why. But there'll still be FAFO Friday on Go Show. I'll record that here in just moments. So yeah, it'll be good. All right. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Really. Well, me at the store. Come on out to the world's largest or second largest Fry's, which is out here in the West Valley. Good Lord. When you're selling furniture at Fry's, I mean, geez. Carhartt, they have a whole clothing section. Like, holy cow. They have some really good stuff there. Really good sales. Anyway, all right, let's do this. We thought we could play darts, and I'm pretty damn good at darts. Have you seen the World Series of Darts? Yes, it's a thing. I don't know. I'm going to say this because I don't care, because I think WNBA is just abysmal. There are more people at this event than the WNBA finals. It is absolutely awesome to watch. This crowd is as good as anything. I mean, forget about it. We are about to watch the last throw of this. They're playing 501. And what 501 is, just so we're clear, 501 is you start with 501 points, and every time you throw the dart, whatever number that is, total that is, it takes off of your total of 501, and you got to get down to 0. But when you get down to 0, like say you're at 36, a triple 12 will do it for you. You won. You get to 0. But if you go 1 over, then you go back to where you were before the throws. Watch this guy. But more importantly, the crowd. Y'all, If we can make it our New Year's resolution, if we can make it our Christmas miracle to just find something in life that brings us this much damn joy that we can all go do and have a great time, because I don't even see football stadiums doing this. I definitely don't see baseball stadiums doing this. Watch this. Look at the crowd. Watch. Boom. He needed a double, triple 20. Boom. Look at that. Boom. Look at how dead center that crap is. This guy's pissing me off. Look at the crowd behind him. Look at this.
Kissed, can he deliver?
Yep, he's going to watch. Then he was head to say, boom, double 12. Watch the crowd, y'all. Watch this. Look at
The Dutchman, it's the first perfect leg of this year's World Championship, and he does it to take the opening set.
Listen to that crowd. Look at that.
Perfection.
That's the UFC.
Every dart. There was no mistake, no hesitation. This is pristine Christian Kiss.
Yes. Well, it's all wobbly. Going.
There's the double. You couldn't get better. Absolutely magnificent. And
look at these guys.
By far already his best Ali Pally performance ever.
Ali Pally, his best Ali Pally performance ever. Don't even know what the hell that means. God. Yeah. I used to play darts. I love playing darts, guys. I love it. It's funny. I was first time I played my good bestest pals in the world, Jeremy and Ron in California. There's a little place in Huntington Beach that they like to go play darts. And when I started hanging out with them, they're like, "Do you play darts?" I'm like, "I guess. I mean, I know how to play darts." And say, like, we're gonna go play darts. These guys they bust out these dart things, and it's just it's like, oh, when they did it, right? So it's just like, okay, wow, you spend a lot of money on darts. I had to go up to the bar and ask if I can have some house darts, and they said yeah. So they made fun of me. I smoked those fools 9 ways a Sunday with my little house darts. I tell you that. Tell you that. Board in the back patio. Anytime my brother or sister are in town, during a legit week of competition, determine the current family champ. Hey, ain't no wrong with this. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wanted to get a cork board too, but Queen Bee was like, I don't want to sit and do math. We're going to do something that does math for us. Yeah. Crowd for doing, yeah. Get a crowd for doing the dishes for my wife. It'd be fired up. We all worked in bars a large portion of our lives. We get serious about sibling. I bet. Yeah. So, yeah, custom darts. Holy cow. Look at you guys. All right. Okay. Dartsy. Okay, look it up. I don't know the right. It might be DARTSEE. It might be. Like it's a system made for bars, but I want it in my house. If I can have that in my house and one of those indoor golf deals, I will. This is going to be what the man cave at the Russell House looks like. Truly will be. Oh, let me. Can I share something with you guys before I go? And I really do need to go, but it's okay. But I want to share something with you. The funny thing is, I during the election, I was asked. Actually, I think it's Queen Bee that asked me that. How can Donald Trump use that song? Like, why aren't the Village people freaking out about Donald Trump using that song? Because he has such a reputation being anti-gay, which he's not. In any way is he anti-gay. But YMCA, why? How can he dun 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 dun? Right? The actual Village person that wrote the song said he actually posted this big long dissertation about it. He said, basically he was asked, his wife asked him why, or his partner asked him, why. He said, look, I am the singer and writer of the lyrics of YMCA. In fact, as just adjudicated and ruled in U.S. District, whatever. Since 2020, I've received over 1,000 complaints about President-elect Trump use of the song YMCA. With that many complaints, I decided to ask President-elect to stop using YMCA because his use had become a nuisance to me. However, the use continued because the Trump campaign knew that they had obtained it. Talk about some lawfare. I'm putting the glasses on here. All right, hold on. However, because they had obtained a political use license from BMI, and absent that license being terminated, they had every right to continue using YMCA, and they did. In fact, I started noticing numerous artists withdrawing the president-elect's use of their material. But by that time, I said to my wife one day, okay, hey, Trump seems to genuinely like YMCA, and he's having a lot of fun with it. As such, I simply didn't have the heart to prevent his continued use of my song in the face of so many artists withdrawing his use of their material. So I told my wife to inform BMI not to withdraw the Trump campaign political use license. My French partners were contemplating legal action out of France, so I had my wife contact our French partners, and I asked them to stay out of the Trump campaign's use of YMCA because it is a U.S. matter and not a French matter. And I will always make the decisions for this use. Our French partners quickly backed off their objections to this use. YMCA has benefited greatly from use from President-elect. For example, YMCA has stuck at number 2 on the Billboard charts prior to the president-elect's use. However, the song finally made it to number 1 on the Billboard chart after over 45 years, and it held on to number 1 for 2 weeks due to the president-elect's use. He goes on and on, but that's just his. Victor Willis is the YMCA village person that wrote the song and gave President-elect Trump to use it. I think it's really cool. I think that's really, really cool. Yeah. Wasn't he getting royalties? Yeah. So yeah, he's getting royalties. He's like, okay, yeah. It's now number 1 on the Billboard charts. I'm making money. Who doesn't love that song? Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Holy cow. Okay, I'm super late, so I'm going to bounce and be back with you guys on Friday. On Monday. If you guys want to check out FAFL Friday tomorrow on the Go Show, 11 o'clock, check it out. And we got some funny stuff, including what happens when you cheat at a fishing tournament. Talk about finding out. Holy mackerel. It's going to be a fun one. We'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. This is In Other News. We'll see you on Monday at noon. We'll get some Christmas cheer up in here. I promise.